the quail, that most noble and popular of small game birds. Many a gentleman hunter can attest to the quiet satisfaction of that solitary morning in a field. But after the hunt and the prize is captured, what the heck do you do with it? That was ridiculous.
You cook with it.
Let's cook with it.
Okay, what we got here, we do have some quail, some semi-boneless quail. Semi-boneless means you're still gonna have your bones in your wings and your legs. All the center part, the chest cavity and the backbone, all taken out for you. You can buy these in some of the local stores around town, and they're actually readily available. With this quail tray, we're gonna do a port reduction. If you could turn around and grab me that port right there.
A gentleman's drink.
Any sort of port will work, obviously. Cheaper port, you're gonna need a little bit more to reduce to get your flavor that you want. But a better port, you're gonna get the flavor with less reduction.
So there's more sugar content in a more expensive port?
Yes. It's a better product, yeah.
All right.
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take our port, got our pan going on back here, pour some of this into that. We had a little bit going, so. Uh-oh.
I don't know about your family, Chef, but in my family, the cook always sampled any of the alcohols or wines he was cooking with. So I suggest that in order to do justice to this dish, we should sample the port.
And I fully agree with that. Part of cooking is tasting what you're cooking with and what you're gonna drink with it. So let's try a little port here.
The culinary arts, a gentleman's pastime.
I'll drink to that.
Oh, the bouquet.
Port is a sipping wine.
I know, sip it.
Sip it. I'll savor mine. What you're supposed to do with it. Okay, now we've got our reduction going. Oh, got to keep an eye on it though. All right, what we got here is our port reduction. What we're gonna see is some bubbles. That means it's reducing. The bigger bubbles that you can see in there, not quite where we want to be yet. When you see nice, real fine bubbles,
like a foam.
Like a foam almost, that's where you're gonna want to pull it. And cool it down a little bit, because if you start playing with it when it's boiling hot, good chance of burning yourself. So we're just gonna put this back on now. Let that keep going. I'm gonna temper my grill a little bit. All right.
So, Chef, at some point, those large bubbles will be gone.
Yes.
And that's when it's
then you're down to the fine, real small bubbles, almost your foam, like we were talking about.
Oh, it was awesome. They loved our food. Oh, it was amazing. He's getting Good, great.
Let's peel our pears down. Let's try not to make a mess with the peels. Not all over. Not all over.
I thought speed was key in a real kitchen, Chef.
Speed is key, but so is quality and consistency.
Because cleanliness is next to godliness in the savage kitchen. And that's not just the port talk.
No, I hope not. What we're gonna do, we're gonna end up coring it, so we need to cut this pear down, because this pear will never fit in that quail the way it is. We're gonna cut it down a little bit, make a nice little barrel out of it. Once we get to that stage, you got your apple corer. I'm gonna core this, pop that part out. Seeing as how we are gonna stuff it, that hole's not gonna be big enough. So we're gonna take a couple little punches around the side, make it a little bigger, because we want the stuffing to come through.
Now, Chef, I've never actually seen or owned a corer. Where do you pick up a corer?
You can pick up it's an apple core. You can pick it up at probably any of the local supermarkets, any of your kitchen stores around town. Get them online. Go to eBay. You can probably find one on eBay.
Now, how thin of a barrel shell am I supposed to be making?
You might be going a little wide. You want to leave some pear.
All right. So as you can see, I'm all about the stuffing, and Chef is more about moderation.
Okay, what we've got is a beautiful Roquefort cheese. If you could grab that silver bowl there. Throw our Roquefort in there. And we've got some chopped walnuts in.
So are these chopped walnuts or crushed walnuts? Because I crushed the walnuts when I had.
These are actually crushed walnuts. What we do is we take a plastic bag, put the nuts in there, and you take your meat hammer. Let me grab my meat hammer here. We'll kind of show what we're talking about. With your meat hammer, put them in the plastic bag, crush them.
Probably a little overzealous in the presentation there, Chef.
I don't think so. It's my show, not yours, all right? Go on, get right in there. Mix it all up pretty well.
Oh, this smells so good.
It's gonna taste even better. Let's go ahead and break off a piece. Let me get in there, let me grab it. Exactly, go ahead and stuff it into your pear. Try to keep it in, not all over.
I'm gonna do a wipe like I'm laying cement.
Okay.
A little leveling.
All right.
No, a real man's job.
Let's grab our quail. The quail's set up so you got your backside very thin, not much to it. You have your breast side, lots of meat. Can go in either way. Actually, then you just kind of insert in. Stop playing and stuff it. Come on, let's get going here. Gonna take your toothpick, plain old toothpick. We're gonna cross the legs. Basically what I'm gonna do is close up on the opening. Cross legs, toothpick through the front, through the second, and down into the pear. And there we go. There's our stuffed pear, ready for the oven.
Sitting like a pretty little lady.
For real. Now I'm gonna take them to the oven. Let's get them in there, get them roasted.
So for all you game bird hunters out there, or for any of you who would just simply enjoy trying quail, please come into the Cliff House this weekend for an exclusive Savage Kitchen viewer discount of 15%, only to those who can utter the phrase, "All hail the quail." All hail the quail.